Just before we start, this is a re-upload. If you've already seen the original Advent Day 17 video, then there's no point in watching this because it's the same video again, but just with a part cut out of it. Hello there, my name's Vince from My Mate Vince, and welcome to another Advent potential fix. What do we have here? We have this, a burner phone. I found this in my Rolls Royce when I bought it. And just to clarify, my Rolls Royce was full of joints as well. And I found a single AirPod and I found a gold earring, which is still hanging up in my Rolls Royce. And lots of people said, Vince, that's a burner phone, you got to get that working. And at the time I thought, yeah, that might be a bit of fun. And it's completely gone out of my mind since. And I was looking for some Araldite yesterday, this sort of two-part glue, in my bag from the Rolls Royce. I put certain bits in that bag, brought it back here to sort out, so I haven't sorted it out. And I seen this and I thought, well, this is interesting. So basically, I plugged it into a charger. It's micro USB and it's not drawing anything. So I've just got it into a power bank just for the purpose of the video. You can see it's not drawing anything here. But if I wiggle it, this will go up. So if I was to hold it in a certain position, you will see that it will jump up. Well, it did yesterday. There you go. Can you see? It's gone to 0.04. Yeah. But then if I do this way, it will be 0. So I think we've got a dodgy USB lead. And I thought, I wonder if the SIM card's in it. Because the reason I want to fix this is not because I need a burner phone. Is I think it'd be interesting to see what messages are on this. So a burner phone, if you're to believe what it says on TV programs and stuff, is for criminals to use so that they can't be traced and stuff. So they can still do their dealings, but they can't be traced. And look here, there is a little SIM card still in here. Just here. So I can't even take that out. You're supposed to take that out. Is it push in and out? No. There we go. Oh, it's a Tesco one. Hardy gangster. There we go. That's a weird shape. Oh no, it's just been, oh, it's been bent up very badly. Oh no. There we go. Right, so I think it'd be interesting to see if there's any messages on here. Now, of course, there's a chance it might not be a burner phone and everything might be fine. It's just that it looks to be a very cheap phone. I don't know why anybody would be having one of these in recent years. So we need to somehow take this apart and we need to get to this micro USB and see if we can get it working again. Maybe it's come away where it's joined the board. Right, I can see tiny little holes for screws around the edge and we have a little warranty sticker just here. Let's undo it. Here it comes. Right, okay. So that's the front part there. Little speaker, definitely water damage up here, isn't there? Yeah. And here, look there. Might not even work when it's charged up. Right now, are you going to come out? It's stuck in. There we go. Right, okay. We have got to the USB port. Can I unplug this? No, that's soldered on. There we go. Right, so yeah, lots that needs cleaning. But really, we only want to see this for the messages, don't we? Oh, does that allow a micro SD card? Yeah, I think it does, yeah. Excellent. Better than Apple. Right, okay, so let's see if the pins are broken on that. So we need to try to unclip this speaker arrangement here. There. We are free. Let's zoom right in and have a look at the pins. Now, is that last one there broken? No, I don't think it is. That was just dirt. Well, I don't think... Looks to be a bit of a bridge there, but it can't be. Must be just dirt or dust. I think they're okay. Oh no! So, it must be in here, is it? That doesn't know. That's disgusting. My word. I wonder, is that loose or is it just pure dirt? Well, you know what I'm going to do? The pins don't look broken. I think I'm going to give it a nice good clean with IPA. Because it is, it's disgusting. Look at that. Wow. Some serious dirt. Holy moly. Look at all that. Look at all that. Right, let's give it a clean with IPA. There might be, I thought it was going to be a broken port, but maybe it's just so dirty that it wasn't making a contact. There's a serious amount of stuff that's come out of it. Sometimes what can happen is, if that's compacted down here, it means that this don't get pushed in far enough. And simply, now it will go all the way in, while before it might have been just here, and it might not have been making a proper contact. So I get out the beautiful isopropyl alcohol, 99.9%, and I give everything a nice good clean, especially up by that headphone jack. There's a lot of corrosion up there. And also, of course, I give the ports a really good clean as well. While I'm doing that, I'm going to shout out the My Mate Vince Massive. The Massive members this month are kitdigital.com, Kip Hakes on YouTube, Max Rokotansky, Chris Seal, Felipe at MrKeeps.com, DJ VG, Pigsy, Anthony Dean, Russ Melanson, Shigate, Rickard Bergman, SoulReaver555, Shamsa Al Sawadi, Stuart Park, Stephen from The Broken Past on YouTube, Lee Benz, and 360 Picture UK. So massive thanks to each and every one of you. Well, I'm just going to use some hot air just to dry off the IPA. And also I'm going to crush down that connector a little bit because it's gone a little bit bowed in the middle there. See, maybe this was just owned by one of the owners of the Rolls-Royce. And maybe the reason he had such a bad phone is because he was spending all his money on insurance and petrol. Right, well, it's certainly cleaner than it was. Let's see now if, well, to begin with, let's see if we have anything on the battery. I presume this is long drains. Right, we have a positive and a negative symbol up here. Anything? Oh wow, yeah, 2.5 volts, result. Okay, I'm going to be happy to bring that back into life. 3.7 volt battery, yeah, that'd be fine, that'd be right. It's only for testing. Now, let me plug it in and let's see if we have any voltage on these two outer pins. Let's see now, is it, you know, has the cleaning done the trick? Yes, it has. There we go, 3.5 volts. Fantastic. Right, let me just put that here and gently wiggle. Right, 3.3, 3.6, wiggling it. That's fine. That is fine. So it was all that crud down at the bottom of it that was stopping, I think, this from going in fully. Right, let's reassemble. I'm just going to give everything a little dry. Oh, the screws are back in. We're now back together. But now the port's nice and clean, and not that it matters, but the corrosion up there is nice and clean as well. You never know, maybe it might have stopped it from booting up. Let's plug that in now. It should be, there you go, can you see now? We are drawing something. So let me leave that now for a long time, and after a while, because it's only 2.5 volts, as the battery gets more and more charged, then maybe it will start charging at like 0.2 or 0.3 rather than 0.04. Oh, I was just on my phone, and look, it's just come alive. And it's gone up to 0.3. Ooh, exciting, exciting. I won't do anything yet. Oh, it's gone up to 0.6. It's really going for it. It's very, very scratchy. You know what I'm going to do here to make it nicer, just purely for the camera? Let me get some Brasso, because this is only plastic. It's not touchscreen, is it? So I'm just using Brasso here. Maybe toothpaste would probably do a similar thing, you know, whitening toothpaste. Shall we see now what's happening? Can we actually get into this? Do I hold on here? Or is that off? Oh, here we go. Oh, exciting. Looks much better in the camera than what I'm seeing. Oh, here we go. Charging, exit. Oh, here we go. Search your network. No schedule today. Contacts. I'm just going to do the contacts off camera, see if there's anything here. So it would be interesting if I could report interesting conversations between groups of gangsters and interesting photos, but it's not the case. This phone is a personal phone owned by one of the owners of the Rolls-Royce, and I was already told that the previous owner was a builder, and it looks like this phone is owned by him. So the messages are between clients and himself, and there is a picture of the Rolls-Royce on there from 2021, which was interesting for me to see because it was a year before my ownership, and it was in its two-tone paint wrap colour schemes. So yeah, it was. I enjoyed seeing the photo of it. I don't own that photo, so I can't publish it here. But yeah, there's nothing overly interesting on the phone. It's definitely not a burner phone. It's just a normal personal phone. If the guy had used isopropyl alcohol and cleaned out the little micro USB port, his phone would have still been working. So it shows you the magic of isopropyl. So basically, yeah, a bit of a letdown. Let me move on to another item, which is a Game Boy Pocket, just to make the video a little bit more enjoyable to watch. We've got this little Game Boy Pocket. Bought it from eBay, sold as no power. And certainly if I turn it on, it has no power, no lights coming on, and nothing's happening on the screen. Quick look at the battery terminals, they look to be okay. So let's bring it over to the map and let's see what's happening with it. Look at that for a beautiful colour combination. Oh, that looks so clean. Right, okay, now, it does sit, look at the colour difference there. Oh, hold on, is this supposed to be a pink one? Did they make pink ones? That looks as orange as could be, but that's bright pink. How bizarre. Model number MGB001. I don't think there is a problem with the battery terminals. I think they look pretty good. Oh, actually, no, we have got a little bit of crust here. It's a little bit of crust there. Let me just get the grinding pin on that just for the moment. I can clean it with vinegar and stuff if it comes alive. I just want to give that a little clean. Yeah, not much is really coming off. I don't think it's that. No point in doing that, they're perfectly clean. Right, just see if it makes any difference. Yay, it doesn't. Brilliant, okay, let's take this thing apart and let's see if we've got any voltage going inside. Tri-wing. Now, if there's a bit of corrosion there, maybe it's gone inside and it's caused damage to the solder joint where this is connected or something. From memory though, on this one, I think they have huge, you know, it's not just the way it goes onto the board, there's massive solder planes on it. Yeah, look here, a game's been left inside. So originally it was pink, I didn't know you could get pink. I'm just going to Google that, but look, you can see the perfect shape of the game, even this cutout here. So it's just been left like that on a shelf somewhere for years and years. Just going to quickly Google pink Game Boy Pocket. Yeah, sure enough, they have them. Okay, so they definitely have pink ones. That's gone sort of orangey as well, and that one. And interestingly, it was actually sold as an orange one. Orange handheld system, not working. I paid 20 something pound for it. I'll put the exact price up on the screen. Let's separate this and see what we've got. Nice and clean, nice and pink. Yeah, definitely corrosion here. Let's see if we have continuity. Yeah, we do. Not great, but we do. Right, I'm going to get my bench power supply now that I'm on here, and I just want to make sure that we've definitely got voltage on this point here. Then I know that we've got voltage going into it. Bench power supply is set to 3 volts. Negative and positive. Yeah, there we go, 3 volts going into it. Right, let's just see if it's coming alive now. Oh my word, it came alive there for a second. Ah, listen there. Look. So, are you a bad contact here then? Hold on. Or is it me tapping somewhere else? There we go. So it is just corrosion on that one there. Yeah, Nintendo. Right, okay. Well, I thought I gave that a good enough clean. I'm just going to take the board out. I'm just wondering if the corrosion has gone through to the other side. Right, well, it doesn't need cleaning there. That's all good. There's a little bit of dirt on the speaker there, but again, that's okay. This side looks immaculate, really. There's no corrosion on the buttons or anything like that. So it is just this bit here. So I'm going to put the screws back in and we'll just give that a good scrape up. Actually, while I'm here, I am just going to clean these out because this looks a bit disgusting. See around here? Oh, look at that. See around there? Yucky, yucky. Right, let's give that a clean. And I'm going to clean, let's take this off. Right, so I'm going to give that a clean. I'm going to give these a quick wash and the buttons a wash. Obviously, I'm not putting anything around here, but I'm just going to get a toothbrush and give this a clean. And also, I think I'm going to put a little bit of deoxit just in this switch up here, just in case it's a little bit corroded. And also, I'm just going to spray some fader in there as well, deoxit fader. And obviously clean this up. In fact, we'll do that now, and we'll worry about cleaning them. Look how dirty they are. I'm wondering if it's something more about something got spilt on here, because even up here there's some weird horrible stains that look more than battery corrosion. And in here. Right, I am just going to get my grinding pen, clean up all around here. I haven't got a spare terminal. If I had one, I'd put it in, but I haven't. Just going to give it a grind back, put some white vinegar on it, clean it with IPA. Somebody said quite rightly in the comments section on another video that grinding it's not the best way. They should be polished, because when you grind it, it's going to be rougher. There's not going to be as much surface contact as when you polish it. I haven't got any wet and dry paper here. If I did, I would just rub maybe 1000 grit on that. But what I'm doing is I'm doing it roughly to begin with, and then when I've got rid of the corrosion, I'll just go over it very, very lightly. And hopefully that might give it a smoother finish. Well, a fix is a fix, but not all fixes are created equal. It's strange. The end result is going to be that this Game Boy Pocket is working, and it will be better because I'm washing all the buttons. I've got deoxit in the on and off switch. I'm going to put deoxit fader in the volume thumb wheel and also the contrast thumb wheel. I've cleaned all the corrosion off with the grinding pen, and then I've put white vinegar everywhere, and then I've cleaned it with IPA. So clearly it is going to be working and also much cleaner than it was before. But for me, there's zero interest there. Yeah, if it was a shorted capacitor, a cracked transistor that didn't work, a diode that was shorted, I'd be all over that. And I'd be like, yes, this is one of my favourite fixes. But battery corrosion, even though the end result is something that's working and it wasn't working, there's just no interest there for me at all. Because I think for me, it's about the hunting down of the fault rather than having the product working at the end. Because if it was just about it working at the end, then somebody would get just as much enjoyment from corrosion on the battery terminals. And then what they might do is nickel plate those terminals. They might retro bright the case to try to get it back to pink again. And they would probably be over the moon with that. I'd have zero interest in any of that. Nickel plating, yes, once or twice. But I'd have just as much interest in just soldering in new terminals, because I think it's the hunting of the fault that I like. It must be, because otherwise I'd be happy that I've got this Game Boy working again. And I couldn't. I would rather have this Game Boy proved onto a chip that you can't get anymore and not working than have it working with battery terminal corrosion. Isn't that weird? Really strange. But anyway, that's what I'm doing in this fast forwarded bit. So let's cut to the end now when it's all back together, all nice and clean, and I'll just show you it working. Right, there we have the Game Boy Pocket. It's working fine. I've tried out all the buttons. That's all good. Volume is nice and non-scratchy. And contrast is doing what it needs to do as well. You can see there, and it goes all the way to there, and it works in lots of stages as well, which is good. So yeah, you know, it's working and it wasn't working before, just like the phone here. But you know what? Both a bit of a letdown in their own right. Certainly no popcorn maker, that's for sure. Anyway, it is what it is. I can't always get items that are going to be interesting to fix. All I can do is try to select items that I think might be interesting to fix. Hopefully tomorrow the fix may be more enjoyable. If you did get any enjoyment from this, give it a thumbs up. If not, that's cool. Hopefully I'll do something good tomorrow. Take care, everyone.